first impressions video for you. Big W were having a 40% off sale, and I went and picked up a few things and thought that I may as well film me using them for the first time. I'll do a blog post about this as well, and probably add a couple of photos of my makeup at the end of the day, just so you can really see how it wore and what lasted and what didn't. But anyway, let's just jump straight into it. I have washed and moisturized my face, so let's get on with it. For foundation, I picked up the CoverGirl Outlast Foundation 3-in-1 foundation and sunscreen, and it's a SPF 20, and I know I really should use SPF, but it's something that I kind of forget about, and that's really bad, I know, considering my skin's so fair. That's why I really liked this one, and I thought that it would be a good one to try because it has the SPF in it. And I picked up the shade Classic Ivory. Now, I haven't even tried this on my skin. This was just the lightest shade. They had no tester there, so this is going to be an actual test of how it actually looks and how it's going to look. So let's just put one pump on my hand and see how far that goes. Right, so that's just one pump there. And I will use my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush and just buff that onto the skin. And I'll start probably around my cheeks and my nose where I have the most redness. It's very light, and it's actually a really, really good colour, and it really toned down that redness and just kind of makes it look like you have nothing on your skin. It says full coverage on the packet. One layer definitely isn't full coverage. Oh, okay, I lie. It doesn't say full coverage, it says flawless coverage. Lasting power of primer, coverage of a concealer, and blendability of a foundation in one. Now, it's definitely very blendable. I wouldn't go as far as to say that it has the coverage of a concealer, because you can still see all my blemishes here. But one pump seemed to do my whole face, or where I needed it anyway, and then I've just kind of buffed out the rest. Seems nice. It feels good. It feels like I'm not wearing any foundation, which I really love that in a foundation. We'll see how it wears. That's always the true test, to see how long it lasts and whether it goes patchy or anything like that, but I really like that. Now, onto concealer. I picked up the L'Oreal True Match Crayon Concealer in the shade Ivory. I've never used a crayon concealer before, so I thought it would be a really good one to try. And it seemed, I matched the shade up, I matched the concealer up to the foundation, and they seemed like they were going to be a very similar shade, so I thought that was going to be a really good one. Let's give this a go. I'll just touch it onto all of my blemishes here. It's quite thick. I probably went a little bit overboard over there, but we'll see how well it blends. And I always get this little patch of redness just there that foundation never seems to cover. Oops. And now I always get really red here, and just down on my nose. So I'll add some there, just on the tip of my nose here, and in a V here, because I get very red there as well. And we'll get the rest of these blemishes. Now, the other week, I was thinking to myself how great my skin was, and then bam, breakouts galore. Never ever jinx yourself like that. I knew as soon as I thought it to myself that I shouldn't have, because I knew, helps if I use the right end of the brush, I knew that I was going to break out like mad. Now, I don't think I like to blend that in with a brush. I'll just go in with my finger and see how that goes. Now that's quite a bit easier to just blend in with my finger. Doesn't seem to have a great amount of coverage, and it's kind of tricky to blend. It's not smooth and easy to blend. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely... I think you kind of have to apply, then blend. Don't apply to all like I did and then blend, because it seems to kind of set, and then you've really got to kind of tug around. But I am not a huge fan of that concealer. It just doesn't seem to conceal. Oh, and I have some dryness around this blemish here, and it's really highlighted that. So if you tend to be a little bit on the drier side, it's probably not a good concealer for you. I might just go back in and get this one. No, that doesn't seem to be doing anything except highlighting the area around the blemish rather than actually getting rid of the blemish. Alright, now let's move on to under eye concealing. Maybe this will be okay, but if it's not really great at concealing, it's not going to get rid of my incredibly dark circles. So let's just see how it goes. So I usually bring my concealer right down under my eye and then in kind of like that V. And you probably think, wow, this is a lot I'm using, but going by how much coverage that had, and then let's just pat that all in there. That had on the blemishes. It's not really going to do a hell of a lot for my eyes, so I figure the more the better. And I like to get the redness in my cheeks kind of dulled down. Now, I actually don't mind that under the eyes. I think it's quite brightening. Yeah, I think that is a concealer for under the eyes and not for blemishes, definitely. It's made an incredible difference under my eyes there. Very brightening. I might just go back in, just right in the corner where it's really, really, really dark. And see if we can just get rid of that. And then I'll just pat that in there. Yeah, that's made a huge difference actually. I'm really surprised at that. I think I will definitely use that one to conceal under my eyes, but definitely a no-go for the blemishes. I need something a little bit heavier, a little bit easier to blend. Now let's move on to blush. I brought this L'Oreal lip blush in the shade Nectarine. Now I thought this was just a really beautiful peachy colour for springtime, and I thought I'd give it a go. I've been eyeing off these blushes for I don't know how long, but at I think $25 a blush, I just could not even think that that was okay. So with the 40% off, I thought, why the hell not? I'm never ever going to get one any other time. So yeah, there's the shade there. Stick with the Real Techniques stippling brush, which is what I use to apply all of my blush. And let's see how we go here. Just dip it in there. Now swirl it around a little bit. Now I seem to have a decent amount of colour on there. Let's see how we go here. Oh wow, okay. It's a very strong colour. First I didn't think that that was actually showing up. So you can definitely see that it's there. Let's try and get some of that colour off over here as well. And then we'll go in and try and blend this in. So one tiny little swirl around has been enough to do both of my cheeks. So it has really, really good colour payoff, really nice colour, kind of bright, slightly brighter than I expected it to be, but you know, in the springtime, I think you can always get away with a little bit of extra pop of colour on your cheeks, on your lips, anything like that, because you know, you do tend to get that natural flush about you in the warmer weather. I really like that. I thought that that was a really nice colour. Very natural looking. I thought it would be slightly too orange, but no, it's quite nice. Gives you quite a pinched cheek look, which is really nice. I'm just going to fill in my brows as normal with the Hourglass Arch brow sculpting pencil in soft brunette. Okay, there we go. Eyebrows are done. Now I'm going to skip eyeshadow altogether today. Just don't feel the need to wear it. But I will apply some mascara because I picked up this Maybelline Lash Sensational Fan Effect Mascara in waterproof. I've heard extremely great things about this mascara, so I thought I would give it a go. Now I will curl my eyelashes, but I won't show that on here, so I'll come back once I've curled my eyelashes. Okay, eyelashes are curled, so let's apply this mascara. Now I'm just wiping off a bit of the excess on the end of the wand in the top there. Alright, the wand is slightly curved. It's kind of got longer bristles on the bottom and the kind of outer leftmost section, and they get smaller and smaller as they go in. So maybe that is going to work to kind of have that fan effect. Wow, it's a little bit clumpy. And my eyelashes feel a little bit spidery. But I definitely don't need much. Now, I do feel like this isn't the best mascara I've used. I have really long eyelashes as it is, so I can get a great effect with any mascara, but this is definitely not like lash defining. A lot of my eyelashes have clumped together. Not all of them. It's definitely made an incredible difference on the length. I don't know if I really like this mascara. My eyelashes feel incredibly long, that's for sure. But I don't know, I'll have to get back to you on that one. We'll see how it goes during the day, and we'll see whether I actually do like that one or not. And last but not least, for lips, I've gone with something along the same lines as the blush in colour. I picked up the Maybelline New York Colour Sensational, the Elixir, in the shade Mandarin Rapture. Love these Maybelline colour elixirs. I have a couple of others and I love them because they're really glossy. I love wearing glosses in the warmer months rather than a fully opaque lipstick. But they got really great colour payoff and they do last a lot longer than most lipsticks. I mean, not lipsticks, most lip glosses. So let's give this a go and see how it goes. I'm hoping it's not as orange as it is in the tube there, but we'll see how it applies. It is quite orange on this little doe foot applicator, and I love their little applicators. I think they're great. Might just dip it in there again a couple of times just to get some bit more product on there. All right, here goes. Now this is quite sheer. Quite sheer. And it's definitely not as orange as it is in the tube, but it is very orangey. I quite like it. I do. I think that it's a really good bold lip colour. I think you definitely need something going on in the eyeshadow department to help pull off this lip gloss, and I really, really, really like it. Yeah, that's it. That's all of the products I picked up. So I suppose I'll get back to you in the blog post, which I'll link below. The more I'm looking, the more I'm liking that base. I think it's really beautiful. It's not dewy at all. It's definitely mattifying in a way, but not completely matte as to where it's drying. But it just seems so natural, and it's actually turned out to be a really great colour for me, and I really like it. I just hope it wears nicely because I do tend to wear my makeup for a long period of time. Anyway, let's wrap it up, and I will definitely let you know what I think. Thanks for watching, guys.